Scheana absolutely slammed Tom Sandoval. It was so amazing to see. This is Sheena's redemption for standing up to Raquel the entire season. Honestly, like, I also didn't know she had it in her. Like, she also was not letting Tom get away with like anything, and she also was able to out yell him, which is what he needs to have happen, but in such an articulate way. Like, she made such good points. I was like, bravo.
Yeah, I know. That's just it. I feel like we really seen the OGs of this season, or kind of like of this series, like shine this season, right? Like, we saw Katie completely go after like Raquel in like just the most best way of what like was supposed to be the original season finale,
right?
And then we saw like Ariana like do it to Sandoval at the beginning of this episode, and now seeing Scheana like do it and having those moments like bookended too was just like so perfect. They really know how to like actually do this, and they've proved once again like why they are the champs, like why they are the people that have like stayed out here the entire time.
It's so true. And you also realize, like, I know obviously Scheana has looked really bad this whole entire season, but she is also losing a lot from this scenario, right? Like, she was best friends with Sandoval, she was best friends with Raquel. These two people completely betrayed her number one best friend, Ariana, and she knows that she looked like an idiot the entire time. And you really felt that at the end when she's like, you know what, like, we're not friends anymore. I can't stand for anything that you've done, and I'm really gonna miss you. But you don't deserve friends right now. Like, you can feel her pain in that. Like, it was really powerful.
No, I think you're right. I think the way that Scheana like wore her heart on her sleeve in this moment is very similar to what we've seen from Ariana throughout the episode too. Like, just the real emotions that these two people like really tapped into made the episode so different from what we kind of like thought it was going to be, right? Like, this was so much more emotional than I thought it ever could have been. I did not expect it.
Not only tapping into their emotions, but being able to articulate them in such like a concise and like powerful way. It was like a masterclass. At the very end, Tom brings up, which I hate that he keeps doing this, he brings up that, you know, Ariana apparently was threatening her life. And you know what? Scheana doesn't even let him sit in that for a very moment. He's like, so you know what you do? You bring in her family and you let us pick up the pieces that you left, like we're doing right now.
I know, it was like a mic drop. She really was able to kind of like take every kind of like little trick that he was like pulling out from his like book, and just like, he's like, well, she knew about Miami Girl the entire time, and she's like, I don't care.
Justice for Miami Girl. We also got that.
I know, that was very satisfying. And like, as you say, like, you know, like, oh, she was gonna kill herself, I didn't know how to do this, like buying a house was a band-aid, like all these things. Scheana was like, well, that's stupid. No, like, you call in your friends, you call in your family, like, you don't buy a house with somebody. Like, she just had like something to say to each thing, and that was what was also so great to
the
see.
One-liners were amazing. Or the you know, I was gonna break up with her regardless, and she's like, but you didn't, you effed her best friend instead. Put that on a shirt.
Right.
The women destroyed this episode.
They really did. They demolished.
Like, they were so incredible, and honestly, you'd have to give them so much kudos, because like you said, like, they tapped into raw emotion. They were so powerful in their delivery. It was so raw and real. Like, this is why they are the OGs.
Yeah, it really is. Well, and it's interesting too to think of, like, you know, what we saw last week as what we thought we were going to have as like the season finale. Like, that was like a series wrap up, right? Like, that was like, you know, Lisa giving a nice, beautiful speech. Yeah, I think Reality Bites kind of like led to that assumption on my part, at least. And then to see this, and it's just like, wow, there's like completely new life that has just been breathed into this story. And we just like have so much more to see now after that. It's very thrilling.
Honestly, bravo to all involved, except for the Toms and Raquel.
Except for the Toms. Get out of here.